All right, the big story, the big ass story, the story that every single, no, it's not the storm system that moved through the south here and sent tornadoes scattering all over Atlanta, which is one of the reasons we weren't on last night before. That was pretty devastating. It really was. And scary. But the big story is Senate Republicans plan to block debate on virtually all Democratic-backed legislation that is not related to tax cuts for the wealthy. These petulant little bastards sent a letter to Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid today, informing him that the Republicans are going to sit with their thumbs in their mouths and block everything that the Democrats might come up with between now and the end of the year. and media in this country treated that as news? You dumb bastards, where have you been for 2 years? That's all they've done. That's all the Republicans have done is block everything. So now because this twit Mitch McConnell and Boner, I'm sure he had his hands on this, so to speak. But now that this letter has gone from McConnell to Harry Reid, so what? What's new? What's different? This is not news. But there it was, all over the news today. Oh my God, did you hear? No, what? Oh, well, the Republicans in the Senate are going to block everything unless it has to do with tax cuts for the wealthy. They are going to stick their thumbs in their mouths or their thumbs in one of their body openings, and maybe they'll play a game of Switch later on in the day. You know how that goes. Remember when you were a kid in the playground, you used to talk about playing Switch? How do you play that? Stick one thumb in your mouth and the other in some other body orifice, and then switch! That's the level that the Senate Republicans are at. That's it exactly. Like playground, snot-nosed 10-year-olds. No offense to real 10-year-olds, but you know what I'm saying. So immediately, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC, all over the internet. Oh! Did you hear the Republicans are going to do? You talk about a non-news story. Where have media been for the past 2 years when every single piece of legislation, everything, has been blocked or filibustered or whatever the terms are? I don't know what the terms are. I really don't care. I'm so sick of these rat bastards, and we have 2 more years to deal with them. So that was the big story today, that unless these whining, sniveling trolls, the Republicans, not one among the 42 in the Senate has any independence at all. Each one of these trolls is owned outright by capitalist corporate America. They are little automatons who do exactly what they're told to do. And if one of them steps out of line, capitalist corporate America unleashes Rush Limbaugh on that hapless senator's ass, and he immediately gets back in line. Immediately. All Limbaugh has to do is go on his radio program, make fart noises, and pretend like he's going to discipline this member of the Senate, and the member of the Senate immediately retreats, retracts, and figures out some way to get back into the good graces of the pig man. What a breaking news story. All they did today was put it in writing. In the meantime, the hundreds of thousands and soon to be millions of Americans who rely on unemployment comp are going to have it snatched away by the Republicans. And you know what I say? I say to the people who voted Republican in this last election, this is what you voted for. Suck it up. Live with it. You're dead meat. You voted for the wrong group. You voted for the worst of two evils. So don't complain, don't bitch, no, don't moan. All the money you have left is now going to disappear. We'll be right back.